President Biden celebrated diversity among Air Force graduates during the Academy's commencement ceremony. Watch this.
Your class is one of the most diverse classes in the history of this academy or any academy to graduate. That's why we're strong. With every step we've taken to harness the full diversity of our nation, to tap more of our indomitable American spirit, our armed forces have only grown stronger, more effective, and more admired.
All right, so what do you think? Christian Whiton, he joins us this morning. Good to see you, Christian. Would you credit diversity for the reason that that we're stronger?
Good to see you. No, this is the exact opposite of what is true, and it will be untrue regardless of how loudly our president mumbles it into a microphone. When you look at the military, the one thing that is not critical to our success is racial identity, ethnicity, religion, and it has been so since 1948 when a Democratic president, Harry Truman, ordered the desegregation of the military, and the military has been at the forefront of basically Martin Luther King's vision of a colorblind society or organization in this case. And what Biden envisions here and what he is advocating and what his officers, frankly, are implementing is not the Martin Luther King version of colorblindness, but wokeness. And when you talk about the success of a military, it's uniformity that makes it successful. Of course, you have different people who do different things. In that Air Force class, you'll have some people who are more likely to be fighter pilots and some who will work on missiles and some who will work on satellites. And those are different types of people. But if you're focusing on skin color, which is what these people are doing, no, that's exactly the opposite of what the military needs.
Right. All right, I want to switch to more politics here. You have a new op-ed out. It reads, quote, Ron DeSantis has all the right enemies. There's that headline. What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you can be judged by many times your enemies, and he is irritating the right people. DeSantis has been criticized by some, including on the right, for taking on woke corporations like Disney, which is incidentally is the one who picked the fight with the Florida legislature, with the Florida people, with Ron DeSantis for a law supported by more than 60% of Floridians that says we shouldn't be preaching sexuality and gender ideology to kids in kindergarten through third grade. Pretty common sense stuff. So you can judge him on the fact that Disney is not backing down. They're going after him, saying we're going to not invest and put as many jobs into Florida. But with Florida's very, very low unemployment rate, thanks to Ron DeSantis and thanks to the investment pouring into the state, I'm not sure anyone will notice. Other woke corporations, Nike jumping on board, supporting Disney, not a big surprise. Nike very, very, let's say, enamored with China and its business with China. And another enemy that DeSantis has picked up apparently is AMLO, the socialist president of Mexico, who's called on Hispanics not to give Ron DeSantis a single vote. I don't think a lot of Americans take direction from the Mexican socialist leader on how to vote, but these are good enemies to have. They prove that you are doing something, and frankly, they're proving that he's doing more than Donald Trump, who's just sort of, relitigating the past election and picking fights and griping on his social media.
Got it. Christian, you explained very well. Thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thanks, Ashley.